Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and today we've got a big new twist coming for the Yultide Titan event, right? It's been a big debate. I actually will probably put up a poll when I put up this video for whether or not you are going for Sir Nicholas. It seems very divisive, where Sir Nicholas, he's like he's a decent champion, but that's it. Is it worth going for him? Well, they're saying that he's going to make the new fusion better. Will she be good? I don't know. Lady Noel, will she be good? Is it worth running the two together? Will Sir Nicholas get a buff? Or is it just running him with the new fusion? That's how he's going to be more relevant. By the way, why does she look like this? there's something about this picture that doesn't strike me correctly. My God, she's like, so he just looks jolly. She looks like she's heading out to the club looking for some action. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. But we've got this is the new twist, guys. The Path of Power, which is going to be giving a He-Man soul. Now, obviously, a He-Man soul is totally useless for most players, right? So this is from Monday to Friday, but there's going to be really good summon events during this, and it definitely makes it complicated if you are going for Sir Nicholas. Again, for me personally, I think it's well worth going for Sir Nicholas. You know, just for it's just good to have Void Legendaries. They're really hard to get. I think the cost is relatively small, especially seeing as he might be useful with that new fusion. But this event, here's the thing: you get a chance to earn souls for He-Man. So souls for He-Man, as well as Skeletor and He-Man styles avatar frame. So the phrasing here, this is unfortunately, this is not there. Sometimes they have, we talked about this with Chimera yesterday. There's some terribly phrased Chimera sentences. This one is fine. It's just, this is where English is a bit ambiguous. But it's going to be Skeletor and He-Man avatar frames. I believe it's just souls for He-Man. So I think that's what it is. So you'll be able to dip in and get different level souls. I actually think the 5-star soul for He-Man is kind of underwhelming. It's kind of underwhelming. But, you know, and they're only worth it if you get him. That's the problem. I think 4-star is very good for him. 4-star is really, really nice because HP, he scales his damage off HP and it helps him live. Attack, great. Defense helps him live. And then the crit damage is really nice, plus some extra HP. So I think the 4-star soul is great. Dude doesn't need resistance or accuracy. And listen, the 5-star blessing is cool. They're definitely tricky to get, the 5 stars. So I don't know if he's worth going for the 6-star, though, unless you're really wailing out. But again, for most of you, you're not going to have He-Man. Now, I wonder very much if this champion Chase over here might have a He-Man event in it. It might have like a 10x He-Man as being part of it, okay? Because if you're doing this Titan event, you can only skip 500 points if you're going for Sir Nick. If you're going for one of the lower milestones, you can skip a lot more, so you can be way more chill. But if you're going for Sir Nick, you can only skip 500. We have had a summon rush that's still on. You still have time to do this. And I think if you have done the fusion, definitely, and like especially if you've done the fusion, but you don't have He-Man, and you've no intention of pulling for He-Man, I mean, I would just do the extra 500 points for this, or the extra 1,500, get these 200 snow points, and be free to skip the He-Man thing. Would be my thoughts. But we do have it's actually 300 points in this summon rush. If you skip this summon rush, you will probably be able to skip some of this hero's path, but you're not going to be able to skip everything else. Like you're not. There's a champion chase that is before the fusion. You're not going to be able to skip that. So that's a big problem. You're going to have to do at least some of these summoning events. At least some. So yeah, we do have a Soul Chase tournament on as well. Nothing in terms of what's going to be in there, and it looks like it's just standard. I don't think there's any Soul boost. What is the summoning boost for this hero's path, though? It's also Dungeon Divers, which sucks. So it's pretty much all about summoning, just about. These are the summons, and they're very, very good. So on... Oh, my brush is really big. Hang on. On Monday, the 9th of December, Volcanos Fumor, Artak, Michinaki, Sisia, Sulfurion, and Venus, very strong. I would say Volcanos and Sulfurion are the two to go for. Artak's actually pretty good. Michinaki is decent, and Sisia is they're all good. Artak, I think, is quite nice because he's so good for farming Ice Golem hard, which is quite tricky for a lot of people. So he's really, really nice for that. He does combo well with stock for like a HP burn explosion team for Spider as well. That's cool. So does Sissia. Michinaki just great for Hydra in general. But Volcanos really stands out. He's a faction unity, so only available during these special events. He's very powerful in Arena, but I think there's other stronger faction unities in this event, namely Teox. We'll come to that in a second. Sulfurion is excellent. I think he's definitely better than Venus. Sulfurion is very solid for Hydra. He's probably pretty darn good as well for Chimera for some of the trials. Like, probably decent with the revive and the burns. It's not bad. And he's also great in Arena. Like, just placing burns and blowing them up. If you get a big Incinerate blessing, he can just delete Stone Skin. So there's a lot of potential for Sulfurion. I think he's really good. On Tuesday is the weaker day. Here, Arman stands out. Samson and Staltus are both okay. Aislinn, I think, is one of the weaker faction unities. Now, he's in a very strong faction in Bannerlords. Because you've got the Taras Marishka there. So he definitely has a place in Siege for sure. Like, Aislinn in with double Taras Marishka is pretty darn nasty. That's probably the hardest hardest post we've seen so far in Siege that my clan has fought against was somebody that had double Taras Marishka Aislinn. The only way we're able to beat it was with double Taras Marishka Aislinn. So, it's pretty, it's not easy, to put it bluntly. So he's definitely good for that. He's not great for much else other than that. So he's mostly just for Siege, I feel like. So he's a bit of a tough sell to me, but he is limited. The Voids are both very strong. I'm going to say Odin, yes, and Arnon, very good as well. Odin, he is in the standard Void pool, always, but I think. But he's... actually, can we confirm that? I'm pretty sure he's just always in the Void pool. Let's double check that. He's a top tier Void. Can't be shown for any shard. Anything about Odin? Don't think... No, I think you just summon him anytime from Voids, and he's super good. He is incredible. One of the best arena champs in the game. Crazy speed aura if you're running Voids. This move is nuts. He's nuts. He's just crazy. The passive is crazy, actually, because he's just constantly triggering this buff spread. It's every 9 turns total, which is just crazy. Super strong. And he'll be good also in other content, just in general, right? Just buff spreading is good everywhere. This enemy max HP skill is good like everywhere. AoE decreased defense stun with buff strip is good everywhere. The guy is just kind of a monster in general. So he's well worth it. Arnon is new, and he's also very good. I saw Cruzen actually just did a guide on him, I'm pretty sure. So check that out. If you want to see about Arnon, I'd highly recommend Cruzen's video to see like top-end live arena, what this guy can do. He's ridiculous, actually. I did a showcase with YST, which you could see. It's obviously more casual on the test server, but what is so strong about him is this active. When he dies, it prevents his death and gives him Stone Skin for a turn, and then he instantly does his AoE, and his AoE is bonkers. He hits ridiculously hard. He does more damage the more attack he has, the more buffs are on the enemy team, and his multipliers are crazy. He also gets an extra turn if he kills someone with his A2. His multipliers are just insane. This guy is a massive threat. So yeah, I think he's kind of gone under the radar a bit as just because he doesn't look like he hits. It's he looks like kind of tanky and slow, but the guy is an absolute menace when it comes to damage. So I think he's super good as well. So they're both strong. Then on Wednesday, Teox. Then that. A couple of loops. Teox, really strong. Harima's very good as well. Canderfon and Hansel, I would not be going for them over Harima or Teox. I would even get 2 Teox before ever going for my first Canderfon or Hansel. Narcisse is great. Leoris is okay. I personally, you know what? Actually, I personally would not pull for Leorius when I could pull for Arnon. Let me be real. I think that Arnon basically does what Leo does, but much better. Let me know if you disagree, but that's what I feel. I think that Arnon is just better. Narcisse is very solid. I actually, can we? I don't know. Is there an eraser here? Yeah. This is this. There we go. Oh, great. That's how it works. Narcisse is well worth pulling. I don't think he's probably equal to Arnon. I think Odin is better, and I actually think Sulfurion is arguably better as well, just because he's more versatile in more areas of the game. Narcisse and Arnon, I think, are pretty much just arena champions, but Sulfurion and Odin are good in a lot of different places. But this is my thoughts on it. I think Teox is the clear winner. Teox is looking to be not only super crazy for Hydra, of course, that's well known. He's looking to be super crazy for Chimera. Um, like, this is the current top team from IPR. Now, of course, this stuff might change. Teox might not stay in the top team, but he did 500 million damage on Nightmare for 5 billion points. It's not the best team I've seen, but it's pretty close. That's with 2 Teoxes. Yeah, so Teox. Teox is real good. I will probably go for this event. I'll probably try to. We'll see what the. I will also do like I prepared an epic. If you want to see a sneak peek, the epic only video I did for Hydra, I covered a chunk of it when I did the collab with Ash. But I will come back and do an epic only video tomorrow for Chimera. But for me, yeah, I'll probably be doing this Path of Power. I think I'll be. We'll break down the Path of Power tomorrow as well. We'll see how expensive it is and the paths through. I will probably do it for the He-Man soul. At least I'll probably try grab a 4-star for He-Man, just cause why not? And gamble for a Teox. Why not? I think I pulled what 7 or I think I pulled 7 sacreds. For this, and we didn't get him. We didn't get any legendary. So I've built up a little bit of mercy. Why not? Why not go for a Teox for me? I've got 29 sacreds, so like I'm not stressing. So I'm going for it, guys. But for you, it's a much more complicated decision. I've got He-Man because I bought him for the video, and he might be. I'm not even sure how useful he's going to be for me because I have Lazarius, and I feel like He-Man and Lazarius are kind of fill in the same spot in the team. It's hard to draft a He-Man in Live Arena. I find when I'm drafting Lazarius already, they kind of overlap their slot very much. And Lazarius is obviously better than He-Man. No surprise. He's a mythical, and he's a top tier mythical at that. So I'm thinking to do this Hero's Path. Depending on this champion chase, I'm thinking this might be one to skip for me. This is probably what I will skip, but it depends what is up in that event. We'll see, but that's probably where I'm gonna look to drop probably Champion Chase and like Dragon Turn Attack. Those are easy. Possibly the Ice Golem as well. Ice Golem, Dragon, Champion Chase. Those to me look like pretty nice places for me to skip out on snow points, right? There's no point in going above 2,000 snow points. You don't get anything. So I'll probably be lucky into dropping those. And this goes to the 15th. I think how long is this event is longer than that. Yeah, so there's like another week of this event after as well, right? So I think it keeps going. So we can only see, I think, a week ahead right now. So there will be more events after that. That will probably be part of the fusion, right? The Lady Noelle fusion is almost definitely going to be giving you snow points. I'm pretty sure. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, we can see it on the calendar. In fact, we can see it like this. The Yultide Titan, it keeps on going. There's going to be more stuff. So I would basically put the Lady Noelle fusion as priority, expect to get that and get those snow points. So for skipping stuff, look up here. I think if you don't have He-Man, this Hero's Path is a good one to skip, but you're not going to be able to skip all the summon events. So do the summon rush right now, probably, if you're skipping this Hero's Path. And we're not going to see the Hero's Path till the summon rush is over. So this is your warning. You are prepared. That's my plan as well. You know what I'm doing. Let's see if we can get a Teox on Wednesday. Let's give it a go. Why not? But like, there's lots of reasonable places. I think there's multiple good choices for voids. Odin. I would personally, if I could pick one champ from voids, I would pick Odin. If I could pick one champ from Ancients, Sacreds, Primals, I wouldn't do Primals here, by the way, but if I could pick one from Ancients or Sacreds, I would pick Teox. So those are my 2 picks. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.